big news this morning, the so-called brass ceiling in the military, about to be a thing of the past. Today, outgoing Defense Secretary Leon Panetta is expected to lift the military's ban on women in combat. This move will open up hundreds of thousands of jobs for women who want to serve on the front line. So I want to talk about this with Congressman Adam Schiff. He's a Democrat from California. He is the ranking member of the House Intelligence Committee. Good morning. Thanks for coming in this morning.
Good morning, John. I'm a ranking on the subcommittee. I don't want to get in trouble with my boss.
Okay, ranking on the subcommittee, a demotion right there, but we still are happy to have you this morning. Let me ask you right off the bat, what do you make of Secretary Panetta's decision?
I think it's a wonderful decision. I think it's overdue, and it's wonderful for several reasons. First, it's going to be an extraordinary opportunity for women, and also it's going to be extraordinary for the institution itself. Whenever we've integrated an institution, it not only benefits the women who have those additional job opportunities, but it benefits the institution with better leadership and better coordination. So very positive step. Also, I think very positive that this step is being taken by the military. The military itself is bringing about this change. It's not being forced to do this. I think that's extraordinarily positive. And, John, it reflects the reality on the ground. We've had over 20,000 women serving in Iraq and Afghanistan. We've had hundreds of women injured or killed in combat. So this is not really something new. It will be new in the sense that there will be more positions, but it really reflects the changing reality of the nature of warfare.
One of the most notable things so far has been the lack of political protest on this. Everyone on Capitol Hill to approve or at least remain quiet about the decision so far. But there is some dissent out there in the world. There is an op-ed in the Wall Street Journal today from Ryan Smith. He's a former Marine infantryman, and he writes, "It would be distracting and potentially traumatizing to be forced to be naked in front of the opposite sex, particularly when your body has been ravaged by lack of hygiene. Combat effectiveness is based in large part on unit cohesion. The relationships among members of a unit can be irreparably harmed by forcing them to violate societal norms." This is the type of criticism we have heard over the years. Is there a valid concern there?
You know, I don't think so. It certainly will take some time to adjust to the new policy, but frankly, that process has already begun and has been going on for many years now. These concerns that you just expressed from the person who wrote this, these are going to seem in very short order completely antiquated, and I think it won't be borne out by the reality as this policy is implemented. So I think it's going to be well received in the military. I think it's, as I mentioned, great that the military itself is leading this change. And I think the attitude that we just heard is going to be very much a minority view.
So, of course, the other big news on Capitol Hill, Secretary of State Hillary Clinton appeared up there in two separate hearings for a total of 5 hours yesterday, answering so many questions about the attack on Benghazi. Probably the most heated moment came during an exchange between Secretary Clinton and Senator Ron Johnson of Wisconsin, when he was pressing her about the confusion about whether it was a video or another form of terrorist action. Let's listen to what she said here.
The fact is, we had 4 dead Americans. Was it because of a protest, or was it because of guys out for a walk one night who decided they'd go kill some Americans? What difference at this point does it make? It is our job to figure out what happened and do everything we can to prevent it from ever happening again, Senator.
Congressman, does it make a difference?
No, I think the Secretary is absolutely right. The excessive and partisan focus on, well, did we get it wrong initially about there being protests? Yeah, it took the intelligence community a while to get it right, but why are we going after the Secretary of State over this? Why do we go after the UN ambassador on this for a mistake that the intelligence community itself made? And the pivotal point here is, as the Secretary pointed out, Americans lost their lives here. It used to be that the partisanship ended at the water's edge, but not anymore, not even when there are fatalities.
Don't the facts always make a difference, and doesn't knowing the facts and knowing them quickly always help in evaluating the situation so it can be prevented in the future?
Oh, absolutely. And the Secretary said, you know, we do need to know what happened so that we can know how to prevent this and protect our people in the future. But this excessive focus that people have had that initially the intelligence agencies got it wrong, that seems to me to distract us from the more important mission, as the Secretary alluded, of how do we protect our people going forward? How do we bring to justice those who were responsible for this? In any other non-presidential year, those would have been the only issues we would have had our eye on. And this has been, I think, a horrendous distraction. And I mentioned further the comments, I don't know, was this senator or one of the others made, questioning her when she got emotional about those fatalities and meeting those family members. When my GOP colleagues wonder why there's a gender gap, it's because of things like this and statements like that, which are just offensive, not only to women, but all Americans.
Congressman Adam Schiff from California, House Intelligence Committee. Great to see you this morning. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it.
Thank you, John.
38 minutes past the hour.